Hello, I'm back. And we got a lot of good cooking videos for you. Oh God, do we have that? All right, one of the first ones up.
I call this the
Creamy Cajun chicken pasta.
$1 million pasta. Hi everyone, welcome back to another recipe. Today I'm showing you guys how to make this bomb.com Cajun chicken pasta recipe.
All right, so we have a clearly pretty good cooked chicken breast atop of some penne pasta. Okay, not what I would go for, but all right, I'm fine with it. I'd eat it.
If you would like to see it, keep on watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also, leave a like for me if this video was helpful, and let's jump right into the recipe.
Oh yeah, I mean you could easily sub chicken thigh for chicken breast. I just generally don't, cause I don't like the way chicken thigh tastes. But that's a me thing.
Before we begin, if you need the ingredient list for today's recipe, it will be found in the description box below. I'm using 2 chicken breasts for today's recipe.
Why are you not cutting them in half, my darling? I get flattening them so they cook evenly, but why are you not... Why are you not cutting them in half, my dear?
I'm also using a meat tenderizer to flatten the chicken to help it cook faster. However, you can cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces if you like, or straight in the middle.
You're cooking you're pounding the meat, not so it cooks faster, it cooks evenly then.
Next, I am going to drizzle some olive oil on the chicken, rub it in. These are the seasoning I'll be using for the chicken breast. I'm using Cajun seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, dry parsley, paprika, Old Bay seasoning. Then we're going to mix it together with a spoon or a fork, and then we're going to sprinkle it all over the chicken breast.
Okay, not a problem here. I like what's going on. Okay. Oh, okay, it's a minor mistake. But she should have patted the chicken breast down dry before she added the seasoning. Because you can see here it gets wet. The seasoning kind of clumps together a little bit. Not a huge deal. Not a huge problem. Just more of a nitpick.
Now that the chicken breast is nice and well seasoned, you're going to set it aside.
You can kind of see she didn't pat it dry. It's not adhering properly. Again, it's more of a nitpick than anything else.
Allow it to marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes while we cook the pasta. Now to cook the pasta,
I don't know why the fuck you do that, because all it's going to do is just drag moisture out of the chicken, and chicken desperately needs moisture.
Water to your pot, then you're going to season the water. You can use chicken bouillon. For today's recipe, I added Cajun seasoning and some salt. Cover it, allow it to come to a boil. Then I added the pasta. You can use any pasta shape you like, but today I'm using penne pasta. Allow it to cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. Once al dente, remove the pasta. Drain out the hot water. Do not rinse your pasta because you want the sauce to cling onto the pasta. So yeah, do not rinse it.
Well, no, the reason you don't want to actually rinse your pasta is because the big reason is A, pasta needs to cool down naturally, but B, you rinse off all that wonderful starchy goodness that the pasta was coated in the water. Unless I'm making a pasta salad, I never rinse my pasta.
Now it's
Now, when I'm making a pasta salad, that's the one exception, but that's also because I want to kill the cooking process immediately.
time to cook the chicken. I am going to drizzle some olive oil to my medium-high heat skillet. Then I'm going to place the chicken in there. I'm going to cook the chicken for about 5 minutes per side, then flip over. Once they're done, I ended up placing them into my air fryer just to be sure. After I was done with the chicken, I am going to use the same skillet. I'm going to add some chopped onions, some bell peppers, any colors will work, and
Okay, any wine or water, whiskey, anything to break this fond up?
also, I ended up adding some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. It's optional. You don't have to use it. And then we are going to add some minced garlic. Fry that for about 60 seconds or
My old buddy be having a conniption fit right about now, because that was garlic.
until the vegetables are nice and soft. Then I am going to add the heavy cream.
Again, I'm kind of nitpicking here. There's nothing wrong with this. I would have added probably a half a cup of white wine, like a nice Chardonnay or something, but that's just me.
Now, because we want this pasta to be nice and creamy, I am adding some cream cheese to this recipe. And also, once that is melted, I am going in with some more seasoning. I'm using Slap Your Mama seasoning, Cajun seasoning, just to make it nice and tasty. Of course, it's already tasting delicious. Now I'm adding some Parmesan cheese on there, and then we are going to add the pasta. Once you add the pasta in there, make sure to stir it. Make sure the pasta is well coated with all of the sauce.
Look, I'm not calling you a liar, Iron Gullet, but I still would add probably some white wine or chicken stock or something, some liquid.
The chicken is looking so good. I know you want a piece.
Why this is my first big no-no. A, why the fuck are you using a bread knife for this?
But when you make this for yourself, you'll see how tasty and delicious this recipe is.
Why are you using a bread knife? Also, slice the son of a bitch at an angle.
So juicy. Now I'm going to pour one of the chicken breasts in there, mix it up with the pasta, and save the other one to garnish.
Why are you cutting this with a bread knife? This is not a fillet knife. This is not a carving knife. So you have 2 chicken breasts for 1 serving?
I ended up adding some fresh parsley in there, mix it up together. Oh my gosh, you guys, this recipe is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. You have to try it to see what I'm talking about. Now, this recipe is so good. You're gonna wanna make it almost every week. It's so flavorful, so delicious. I hope you enjoy it and hope you actually try it out and come back. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys.
Oh, I'm not saying this doesn't look good. I mean, I'd eat it. But just questioning on certain techniques.
On the next recipe. Bye guys.
Like I said, I might have been just nitpicking a little bit more than anything else. But, all right, next one is this, whatever the hell this is.
Georgian dough gets wrapped around shredded Georgian cheese, which is a lot like mozzarella cheese. They top it with flour, press it down, roll it out, transfer it to a pan, poke some holes on top, brush it with egg wash, top it with more of that Georgian cheese, both shredded and whole slices, then slide it into the oven to look like this. It gets sliced, and there you have it. This is the magruli khachapuri from Meals in New York City's East Village. Lift it up like a pizza.
So it's essentially a completely stuffed crust cheese pizza.
Watch that cheese stretch and have yourself a time, because this bread is packed with just the right amount of cheese. The cheese is deliciously warm, a little salty, and that dough is super soft and light.
Again, if I ate that, I wouldn't poop right for 3 weeks. And actually, no, Jake hasn't made a cooking video for over 2 fucking weeks. All right, this video I seen, and I just have to know what the fuck's going on.
California burrito. Ridiculously good. Beef short ribs. Hot sauce is the binder. Drop them in some dirt. On the smoker, 225. Let these sit for a few hours. Spicy garlic buffalo and grass. Beer or seltzer. Braise for 1 hour. Done braising, let's try them out. Guacamole. Red onions. Limes. Heirloom tomato. Beauty. I suck at dicing tomato. That's a good looking cado. And of course, Cuso's tequila lime habanero. Flaky salt. Black pepper. Woo. We're making a healthy crema, chipotle peppers in adobo, Cuso's hot honey, and then non-fat Greek yogurt. Blend it all up. Cheese on the bottom, fries, guacamole, and then the beef rib. Finish it off, a little crema. Wrap it all up. Since it was so thick, we had to cheese crust it to make sure it's sealed. The cross section is beautiful. Crispy fries paired with the refreshing limey guac, and then that savory meat in there. Unbelievable combo. Dino rib California burrito.
Why didn't you just cut the fucking rib up? Let's see what this double cheese pizza thing is. tell ham like this? cook pizza sauce, perfectly fine. I don't cook my pizza sauce either. I know it's a raging argument. Electronic fucking like pepper. Or is it making pizza or bruschetta? Wait, what the? Why the fuck is he pouring water? Why is he doing this? Why are we making this shit the same? Now what the hell is he doing? Is there gonna be a copy on any of this or no? Oh, now we'll have to copy. Extra sauce and everything is done. Christ, how much left do you have to do to this thing? Now, after the 9,000 steps after it's done, we are ready to serve it. All right, I gotta deal with this guy here because I tried Myron Mixon's burger recipe and it absolutely sucked. So I'm gonna be curious to hear how he deals with it.
Called a Whistler burger. Apparently, Myron Mixon made one of these burgers and took first place in a competition. I'm trying it out for the first time. Looks amazing. I'm going to show you how to make it because this is my first time. I'm going to start with about a little over a pound of 80-20 burger. Mix it up.
Why are you... Wait. Was that your call or was that Mixon's call? It doesn't matter. My answer is going to be the same. It'll just be a little more angry if it was Myron Mixon. Why are you working the meat? You added nothing. What, do you just like to massage dead cow flesh?
We're going to do 1 ounce of ranch dressing.
All right, that's standard Myron Mixon. By the way, I think if you add dry ranch mix to your burgers are going to be fucking gross.
Mix it up. Excellent.
There's a time and a place for beef and ranch dressing mix. Burgers ain't it.
All right, let's make our burger patties. Now we have our little over a pound of burger. Make a couple balls out of this. They don't have to be even. Those look pretty good. Just smash them down. Give them a little shape.
Dude, those look like shit. Okay, you got a quarter pound, you got a pound of beef. You want to make 4 patties. You're going for quarter pounders. Okay, shape one of them into a ball, put it on a plate, or actually line the plate with parchment paper. Place the ball down. Place another sheet of parchment paper over the top of said ball. Then take another plate, and most likely you will be able to. There'll be an indent so you can form a perfectly presentable patty.
This is how we're going to cook them. We're going to cook them on this piece of tin foil, just like that. You use your favorite shape.
So you got... Tell all these burger patties look like shit.
But I'm going to use some Uncle Steve's Lucky Shake. Link down below. Great guy. You can use salt, pepper, garlic, just salt, pepper, whatever you want. Use somebody else's shaker rub. Excellent. These are going to go on the smoker, 300 degrees till they heat medium rare. Smoker's at 300 degrees. Put the burgers right there in the middle. Check that out. All right, we'll see you at medium rare. You're probably asking why we're cooking the burgers on tin foil. 2 reasons. 1, the burger will continue to cook with that tin foil in its own juices, but the smoke will come over it and we'll get that smoke flavor on the burgers. Let's continue on. 25 minutes into these cook, and these burgers right now are sitting at medium rare, about 130. I'm gonna pull them off. It's okay to let that juice kind of come off now. It's done its thing. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, heck yeah. All right, now it's time for part two. Second part of our process is I'm gonna take about a half a stick of butter and put it on a flat top. Here's a pro tip for you. If you don't have a flat top, use a cast iron pan. Any kind of pan. As you can see, I spread our butter around. Gonna put some more Uncle Steve's down here. You don't have to do this. I just like to add it for a little extra flavoring. I'm gonna take each burger one at a time.
So is the kid that's screaming their fucking head off in the background, is that his kid or is that his loser son's kid?
Get that bad boy cooking. Once it starts cooking like you can see right here, I'm gonna give it about 3 minutes each side. We're about 3 minutes on this side. I'm gonna flip, and if you see right there, you can see the char that's starting to come in. Basically what we're doing is we're sealing in flavor. Same with there. Now we don't have it quite right there. Some burgers are gonna take a little longer. We're starting to develop it there. You can go a little heavier on that char if you'd like to. You don't have to. You put some cheese on there because we've already done that one side. We're just kind of waiting for this side to come in. Getting closer. All right, let's check those other burgers. Starting to come in. Really like that one. Lay some cheese on them. Perfect. I'm going to pull these as soon as the cheese is melted, and then we're going to go to step 3. All right, as you can see, our cheese is melted. Start pulling them off. We're going to put them back onto our tin foil. All right, I got some Canadian bacon that we're going to throw in here. Get it cooking in that butter. Same butter that we used on the burger. And a little extra there. Perfect. We got some buns here. They just have some mayo on them. All right, 3 of our 4.
Dude, I don't know if you're the grandpa or the pop, but pay attention to your fucking daughter or granddaughter or whatever is the little screeching creature in the background.
Buns cooked a heck of a lot faster, so I'm going to pull them off. Time to give our Canadian bacon a little flip. I said this part 3 does not take long at all, but it's going to add tons of flavor. Our Canadian bacon is done. Up there. Man, I'm getting excited about this. It's going to be so good. Our buns are done. Now for some tomatoes. I like Roma tomatoes. You use whatever tomato you want. If you don't like tomato, don't use them. All right, so at this point, we have our burgers. We got our Canadian bacon, got our buns, pickles. We got some lettuce over here. I have some chives over here. They're getting ready to go bad. They're dying. But check the burgers out. Oh, no. Voila, that's a good burger right there. Oh, well, lesson learned.
I guess no shit lesson learned. No, you don't put tinfoil atop resting burgers.
Burger. Put it on. Look at that. I mean, seriously. Burger, same size as the bun. It's because we cooked it in its own juices. Said you don't like tomato, don't use it. Sprinkle some chives on there.
Need pickles.
Put some lettuce on there. Cap it.
Pickle, screw it.
What do you think? That looks like a dang good burger. I can hardly wait to try it. Same with my grandson. All right, let's try this bad boy out.
Again, would you kindly comfort your goddamn granddaughter, please? All right, we'll do this from Chef John, and then I gotta shut off. Some of you have caught it. I'm starting to fall asleep in the chat.
Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with cheeseburger garbage bread. That's right, we used to call these things stromboli, but apparently that didn't sound appetizing enough, so they changed the name to garbage bread. But no matter what you call this, it is absolutely perfect for when you're having a party, and also when you're not having a party. And to get started, we will add some sliced up bacon to a cold dry pan, and then we'll set our heat to medium, and we will cook it until that fat renders out and our bacon gets nice and crispy. And a great visual clue to look for is when those pieces of bacon start to look foamy. All right, can you see all those little bubbles on the surface of the meat? That means just about all the fat is rendered out, and we're probably close to being done. And once we do decide our bacon's cooked long enough, we will pull that off the heat and pour it on a paper towel lined plate, and we will let that drain and set it aside until we need it later. But do not wipe out the pan, since we're going to put that back on medium-high heat, and we'll transfer in our diced onions, along with a nice big pinch of salt, and we will cook those stirring in that little bit of bacon fat for about 3 or 4 minutes, or until those onions soften up and start to take on a little bit of color. And I'm using red, but you use any color onion you want. And then what we'll do once our onions are looking a little something like this is stop and add 1 pound of ground beef. And once that's in there, we'll take the edge of our spatula, or in my case, spoonula, and we'll break that meat up into small crumbles, but not too tiny. We do want to preserve a little bit of burgery texture. And besides breaking the meat up, we're also letting it brown a little bit, which is going to help improve the flavor and the appearance. And while that's happening, we can go ahead and season this up with some kosher salt, some freshly ground black pepper, as well as 2 or 3 shakes of cayenne, and then we will finish.
All right, I'm not going to make it to the end of this. Yeah, I'm starting to fall asleep. Anyway, good night, everybody. Tomorrow, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. If I do anything, I will just do a cooking video stream. Good night, everybody.